Today we're going to react to a bunch of things. We're going to react to how somebody's paying $9,000 a month for a Mercedes instead of leasing. We're going to talk about how modern culture wants people to look rich instead of be rich. We're going to talk about entitlement. Stick and stay until the end. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell notification. With that being said, let's dive in.
Instead of leasing a car, I'd rather buy it, obviously pay an extra 6 to 12 grand as opposed to paying $3,000 a month and burning on the garbage,
Bingo. What I'm proposing to you is a 26 S580, which is a V8. The beginning price is $223. What I like to sell the vehicle to you for is $198. If it's a New York license, the tax is $17,600, and then the DMV stuff's like $300-400.
Let's say hypothetically, I left 200 on the table, right?
So you are borrowing $200,000. Now, your monthly payment on $200,000 is over 2 years. Again, proposing the rate 6.25. Your monthly payment's $88.86 per month. So $8,886 per month, giving you an amount of $13,000 in finance charge over 2 years. Let's say you get out of the loan in 1 year. You're only going to pay $6,000 and change in interest.
Okay, so I get the financing part real good. Do you have any pictures of what it will look like? The picture is kind of like a boring gray car, you know what I mean?
No, not at all. Not at all. If you didn't do anything with that spec, it still would be like, wow, I have the opportunity to send you black on blacks. And I feel like you wouldn't, like, especially for Florida, you wouldn't be like black on black, black rims, gangster, but like not enough. This one would really pop. I don't know if you saw those videos that I sent you. Maybe you don't have that social thing, whatever. But,
the TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Anyone have a TikTok? Anyone have a TikTok here? If you want, I should open your TikTok 1 second.
I think the silver on black looks sick, but there's the navy blue with silver we did.
Wow, the blue is nice. Okay, just give me the options. I'll present it and we'll try to wrap it up.
Super.
When a car is that expensive, the best option is to lease, because you don't care about the depreciation at the end of the day because you're already eating the depreciation up front. That's what a lease is. But the sad part is that $9,000 a month, that's some people's mortgages. $9,000 a month, that's some people's household income. We're just going to do things that trade our future freedom for temporary status.
Confuses me. If you find yourself in a car dealership and you love the car and you've driven the car and the sales guy takes you back to the finance room, the F&I guy, and he presents you with a car payment of $1,000+ a month, and you make less than $100,000 a year, I'm not sure what happens. When people sign up for that payment, I'm not sure if the new car smell makes them high. I don't know if the pressure of the dealership makes them go forward. I don't know if they're so excited to buy this car they go forward. I don't know what happens. But that payment is going to affect you buying a house unbelievably. And that payment is not only going to be for a year, 2 years, it's going to be 5, 6, 7 years. $1,000 car payment is for people that make in excess of $100,000. And most of those people will be reluctant to sign up for that large of a car payment.
One thing that is so profound that he said is that people that make more than $100,000 or make good money are reluctant on not going through with this type of payment. Do you know that after 6 figures, somebody making this, after taxes $70K, $12,000 of that is going to a car a year? And that's without adding the cost of ownership. So adding insurance is another $350, $300. Gas right now with gas prices being so crazy, right? So you're really you're looking at $18,000 a month. So you subtract 17 from 18,000, you're looking at like what? 52 left? Crazy. You're now not able to buy a house. You now can't even pay your student loans faster. You can't save. You can't quit the job you want. And now you're going to have to deal with the pressure and the burnout of just staying at a job you hate. I'm not against the car payment. I'm against over-leveraging, overpricing yourself from some sort of a financial independence. Like if the payment is $200, $300, insurance $140, you're paying $450, that's okay. But these type of people that are paying $1,000 and having huge micropayments, whether that's going out to eat every single day, will then complain about the economy and cost of living. Pick a struggle, brother. Somebody said, I make over $100K and cannot imagine having a $1,000 car payment. My current payment is $313, purchased in 2021, and will be paid off next year. I will be driving it until the wheels fall off. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. $313 is a doable, affordable car payment. I'm not against the car payment. I'm just against people trying to do too much. Making 6 figures and I will never have a car payment over $700. Somebody said, again, I make $110,000. I was reluctant to get a $500 car payment, but because of the high interest, I did not have much options. $1,000 car payment today is $500 car payments when you bought the car last year. You only live once. Get that $1,000 to $1,500 car payment. Don't listen to this. This person is probably drunk. I make under $100K and I still drive a 2005 Honda Accord. I can't imagine spending $1,200 a year on a depreciating asset. That's half of my mortgage. Yeah. When you start seeing it that way, it becomes crazy and astonishing how some people will drive themselves into poverty.
Get a newer car, nicer, lower miles. We're going to get you out of that ticking time bomb. Nissan Altima. How many miles is on it?
Like maybe like 180 something.
Yeah.
I've had it for 4+ years. So
Yeah.
it's been reliable. I've driven to like Florida, driven to Michigan, driven to Cincinnati,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
It's done its job. Well,
Why
now
don't you just keep it then? Just keep it. There's nothing wrong with it. If it's reliable and it's doing the job and it's a means of transportation, keep the car. We know that's not going to be reality though. Let's keep going. Let's see his advice.
it's time for the new car to do its job. So it's not looking at it as 2 car payments. I'm giving you 2 options. One, post it on Marketplace. Some guy is going to give you cash for it, right? Number 2, while it's on Marketplace, post that sucker on Turo. If we put that thing on Turo, that Nissan Altima, because you're talking about taking away money, I'm talking about adding money. Let's say it's $60 a day, low level. At 2/3 of the time, if you do that math, that's $1,200 a month from Turo. What's your car payment on that?
$220.
So $1,200 minus $220 minus $264. You're getting paid $716 to drive this vehicle. So we're not taking any money out. We're actually adding money in. We're adding $700 in. And both of those car payments are being made.
I get that.
One of the worst things is taking advice from somebody that's trying to literally destroy your future, literally trying to destroy your financial stability. You're taking advice from a car salesman that is deceitful, that is manipulative, that literally does not care. All they care about is their end goal. You're lying to this guy. This guy that already has another car payment for $220, you're going to try to get him into another car payment. And the idea to try to tell him to put his car on Turo when it already has 180,000 miles should be the biggest indicator or a wake-up call to run from there. Run. You can't post that car on Turo. There's a mileage limit. And on top of that, to tell him that he can make 716 is just literally feeding this guy to the wolves. These people are heartless. These people are annoying. These people literally have no soul. They just are after commissions. It is disgusting. And this is how some people don't reason and don't think and think that a new car is going to be the solution for all the problems that they're going through. And this is the reason why the cycle never ends. You get a new car, you get a temporary high, right? New insecurity, a bigger payment. Repeat, rinse all day. Dangerous thing about status spending is that it feels logical while you're emotional. This is a clip that I wanted to add because some people, because you have some sort of a status or because you've put yourself in a position, your kids are not going to look at you because you've set the level of expectation so high that it starts to create some sort of resentment, some sort of entitlement. So this mom bought her daughter, very dependable, very reliable, beautiful Honda Accord, which will keep you for years until you can build some sort of financial stability. So the mom goes, where did you go? I'm with dad. Okay, you didn't seem like you liked the car. I don't. I was expecting to get a Mercedes Benz or a BMW. I appreciate you, mom, but it's just not my style. You drive a G-Wagon, so me driving around a basic Honda is weird. The mom goes, you realize you just graduated high school, right? You have a roof over your head. You don't have to pay bills. College is paid for. You don't have to rush and leave your home. Your life is set. So to sit up here and tell me that you don't like a car I paid cash for is crazy. This is very ungrateful. Actually, you don't appreciate me. If you appreciated me, you would have drove the car and not storm off with an attitude and leave. If you're not going to drive the car, I will sell it. I am not going to kiss a child's ass. I am 45. I worked hard for my G-Wagon. You're a teenager graduating. You didn't work hard for anything yet. How dare you? I blame both sides. Mostly, I'm going to blame the mom. Kids should struggle. Kids should go through some level of pain because with pain comes experience, and with experience comes better decisions, right? Because you're successful and you could put yourself in this position does not mean your child is going to be successful. Because you can afford a G-Wagon, right? You have now flawed your daughter's view of the world. Everything should be luxury. Everything should be high, status. Everything should be bougie. So you also have put yourself in a situation where you've set the expectations so high that it's so hard for your daughter to come down to that level. This is natural for the daughter. At the end of the day, she's used to this level of status. She's used to this level of prestige and luxury and, this level of, I need to have the big things and everything should be, new car smell. But again, it goes back to people's expectations. If you set it so high, don't expect the child to follow that same type of mentality that you want them to be on. So at the end of the day, mostly entitlement with kids is always there because kids don't listen. They do what you do. You can tell them for years to do certain things, but because of your actions, they'll follow actions. Humans are wired that way. So I'm mostly going to blame the mom, right? It's very sad and very depressing for the mom to think that like the girl should start from ground one. She didn't see you struggling. She just seen you successful.
My absolute favorite thing about people who work normal jobs is when you first tell them your business idea, they will destroy your life, telling you all the things that could go wrong. What if your business fails? What if you run out of money? What if you go bankrupt? My brother, I would be you. I would go get a job. I would go clock in. My worst case scenario is what you're doing today. You're clocking in, you're driving to work. And dear Lord, if people just reframed that thought and they realize the one thing keeping them away from entrepreneurship is the fear of failure, I'm like, dude, your worst case scenario is literally your present day reality.
Money's whole oxygen is independence, right? And some people, right, will take the money they make and go into liabilities. Some people will take the money they make and get into assets or entrepreneurism or doing things that benefit them so they can buy back their time, so they can enjoy time with their children, family, freedom, all these things, right? But the reason why I put this clip here is because at the end of the day, just like the videos we've watched, it's not a money issue. At the end of the day, people make money, right? And don't question the bad decisions they make with the money they make. When it comes to business, though, they will question everything. Oh, is it going to fail? Oh, this, that. They'll give you stats that you probably didn't even know about entrepreneurship and how the success rate of businesses are. Like they'll tell you if you start a business, oh yeah, you're going to go broke and you're going to be bankrupt within the first 2 years. But they will never have that mentality when it comes to a $1,000 car payment that we just watched, a $9,000 car payment, right? People don't question those things because those are feel-good hormones. And like I said, wealth is the stuff you don't see. You can see somebody's car, you can see somebody's house, you can see somebody's vacations, and social media has amplified that. We see that every day, and that is the creation and the amplification of keeping up with everybody and the level of traumas and the anxiety that we see every day on social media. I just wish people questioned every financial decision, especially with debt, right? The way they question somebody's uh, chance or journey through entrepreneurship. If people question $1,000 car payments, they would not go through with that. And we've learned today, and we've seen that people that are making high income don't even want $1,000 car payments. So it's people that literally already are living in poverty that have the most to show for a car payment because that's all they can sell. So with all the videos we watched is that people were cosplaying wealth. People were trying to do too much to show themselves or to others that, hey, look at me, I'm a peacock. That peacock effect, right? To show people that you are more successful than you really are. And this is why simplicity is really important. But the thing about simplicity is that it really scares people. Because at the end of the day, simplicity forces you to ask uncomfortable questions. People do not want to ask uncomfortable questions because they are in it to prove to other people because of insecurity. Like I said in the last video, right? Insecurity doesn't have a finish line. Insecurity is going to lead you to keep pushing the goalpost further every single time, which will then later make you live a life that you hate. So with all that being said, right, I hope you learned something today. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified every time I drop a video. But with that being said, be good, do good. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.